All right, let's get into it. So we are going to talk about whether looks is important in dating or not. Isn't that right?
Yes.
S-
So we completely are not going to agree at all. So I hope you guys enjoy.
Yeah. So you are coming from the point of view that if you just get all this money and you get rich, you're basically gonna be able to just get a girlfriend through your status, and whether that be from business or from influencer fame, whatever. But the reality is that might work, but that's just beta buxing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
of
you're
course.
you're a total beta if you have to do that. So
Of course, right?
where I'm coming from is that if you have to basically improve your looks because that's what's gonna retain women. They have to be attracted to you because they're looking at you every day. You know?
Do your subscribers know how old you are?
Yeah, they know I'm 18.
So I don't want mine to know how old I am. So I'm a lot older than him. I could almost be his father.
Yeah.
So um, I will never speak down to him, but as we go on, I will probably mention a lot that I'm a lot older than him, but I still respect his perspective, and he's gonna get way more pussy than I've ever got in my life. He's way better looking. He's when I was his age, I was a fucking low life drug dealer, and he's just gonna do better in life. So, um, but I come from this perspective of doing both. So I understand both, and then also I bring up the age for to know at 18 I don't expect him unless he did a crypto dump to be able to really have that status. So that's why it's easier for him to just focus on looks because that's kind of all he can have. He still has a lot of life control by outside things like school and family. But in my process of learning, I spent years, just a little background, getting shredded and all these things, and it just didn't matter. I got almost virtually zero pussy. Um, and you will just be beta bucks, if you're the finance guy that makes 500K to $1 million a year, and you will get cheated on and ran on, but the same things will happen to you. It just would be a different type of cheating if you're in great shape. If you even can get the girl down with the looks, and you would have to still perceive some type of value. Like girls will just because you're hot, maybe they'll swipe, but they won't after the first initial swipe because you're hot and 100 match on you'll never get them on a date because after the first swipe hot they'll actually go through your status to see if you're worth going on a date, and you might be able to prove it to get them on a date, but that'll just be the end of that. And then you're going to get cheated on in other ways. She might use you as the pool boy to fuck, but then get cheated on by sugar daddies and shit like that.
Right. No, I mean I totally understand that perspective, and certainly like for Instagram DMs, like you could be just an ugly subhuman, and if you have a yacht, obviously you're still gonna attract attention from women. But like the amount of effort that goes into having a yacht is nothing compared to having looks. I mean the only problem with looks is you're kind of either born with them or you're not. You could kind
Well,
of ascend yourself by a couple points,
seems
but
like you figured that out.
yes. So this is a process
We're going to
called
talk about that in a second.
looksmaxing. Obviously, yeah, we'll talk about that
Uh-huh.
later. But I think all the effort that you put into getting a yacht and having enough fame to attract attention from these like
Mhm.
gold digging chicks, I think you are gonna be better served putting that into surgery and trying to look max because that's gonna attract women much more than a picture of you on a yacht. Because the thing is, I could take a bunch of Instagram pictures and fraud, all that kind of shit,
Right.
so no one knows what's real. And
So
I've seen Tinder experiments of just fucking good looking dudes just putting
influencers,
selfies in
yeah.
their cars, and they do way better, like way better than like
Right,
these
right.
rich like Indian dudes.
Yeah, that's hard to go by though because everything you see on the internet is not actually true.
Well,
People will,
I've done them myself, the experiments. Like I've used other people's photos that are good looking to see who does the best. Like literally just a selfie in your car. You know what I
yeah,
mean? And these chicks will text you first, like,
but
and
we
you can
have to
fuck
go
them
by
that
if
day.
you're actually getting laid or not. That's all that matters.
Uh huh.
So everything is like when I explain to, because actually my buddy Jake is probably more on your side. We go about this all the time, and like he's like, looks mad. I'm like, bro, how many girlfriends do you have? And like, you don't have one, you have zero. But and he'll bring up like what goes on at the bar at H Street, and girls hit on him first. I'm like, that's cool.
Yeah, he's got a lot of slays, you know?
Not really. I don't think I do either. Like, and sometimes he will, but not often. But it's limited validation attention of like you're basically getting used like a cheap hooker. And I'm so into chicks being like deeply, madly in love with me and like just having no life because all they're worried about is texting me and calling me daddy. And I love that. And that just will never come from looks alone. That's a big part of it. So the whole thing about this whole thing is like, I wish I had like a screen share. I could draw a chart. I like just scribbling as I talk. It's like when I was younger, I was like, and then there's all these influencers that there's kind of no in the middle, and that's what I believe I am in this dating world, right? In the middle, it's like you'll see a lot of YouTube influencers that are like you. You're the most extreme ever, but get ripped, get shredded, looks maxing, fit X fearless. Do you even look at yourself in the mirror? This is why you get no pussy. And then there's other guys that are like, bro, chase money, not fucking pussy. You're hustling backwards. They come with money, and then they're fat. And I'm kind of in the middle. Like I'm here. I'm
Right.
like instead of the extra energy you're talking about to get the yacht, which is I think is a more of a time thing. And then there's this where you're like fucking dieting all year round. And then there's like in the middle, like bloated six pack, you're still over 200 pounds, fucking monster. Fitness is always a part of your life. Like my main business is fitness. Like I
Mm-hmm.
have literally clients right now, like I have fucking 18 guys completely shredded. Like nobody knows fitness better than me, but I just know that those times where I was here opposed to where I am now, the energy that I have now to even swipe on dating apps and do things that actually get me pussy are way more important than a girl that I might see out at Pier 13 that might be like, you know what? You've actually unattracted me because you're too shredded. I'd like to suck your cock with a little chub. And that's what I'm like. Girls don't want a dad bod. I know that, but they kind of like my thick look. And I'm just going based off the experience of how much pussy I get now, opposed to any other time in my life.
But
It's
I mean,
ridiculous.
the thing about being shredded though is it'll atrophy your mons pubis by maybe 0.5 inches, so you
I
can
don't know what that is.
the mound above your penis. So that'll basically make your bone press length uh, equivalent to your non-bone press length. So it'll give you that extra zero point 0.5 inches. Anyway, and also your face being lean is like priority number one. You know what I mean?
See, a lot of guys say that too.
Hollow
But when
cheeks.
and I get it, and I get it. It's just the only thing I go by is actual results, and the results just overwhelmingly just keep showing me that it doesn't matter, and I hate it because I don't understand it because I'm clearly not shredded, bro. Like I don't have hollow cheeks. I'm not
Over,
fat, huh?
over. Yeah, yeah.
Huh?
You have abs, but like if you don't have hollow cheeks, like it's gonna be much harder for you to get like IOI. You know what IOIs are, right?
But I can like, what's that?
Indication of interest. Like when you're at a bar, like a girl like looking at you and smiling.
Yeah.
That's like an
But then
IOI.
how come I can retain, and I'm not rich, so then how do I retain and rotate main chicks?
Right. Okay. Well, I don't think you should. I don't think being in a long-term relationship is beneficial in any case, in any scenario, especially in 2024 with how hypergamous women are and how much they cheat,
It's great, yeah.
no matter
Basically.
what. You know what I mean? So, I think that your main priority should be slaying, like just going on slay streaks, random chicks all the time. Like that's what you should be doing as a man. You shouldn't have like a girlfriend. That's ridiculous.
No main chick.
A main chick? Yeah, I mean, I suppose, but if you're handsome enough, that will, carry you because you have to think about evolutionary practices. Like, women are, psychologically trained to go for what is evolutionarily, ideal. Like, being tall, it's like a protective thing. You know what I mean? Having like a forward grown skull, that means like a strong brow ridge. These are all things that stem from like evolutionary practices and they know
Hmm.
what's attractive. You know what I mean? So you can't just like have like a good personality to, get over this hump of genetic misfortune.
Yes. Again, guys, like, comment, share the video, and drop in the comments what you want to hear us talk about next time. All right, continue. So I understand all that, but hypergamy kind of goes to the point of actually more my point again, right? So like it's going to get you in the door. And I actually love what you just spoke about because that's usually why I get rid of these main chicks because eventually they tell me they want to go on a girls' trip or they want to do this. And to me, to even ask me to go on a girls' trip is cheating. So you
Right.
just cheated, and then
Hmm.
I usually get rid of you. I usually let them go and then I get rid of them. Or the last one wanted to go to some brunch thing. I told her she wasn't allowed to do anything without my permission, and she was cool with that. But then she kept asking me to do shit. So, and then I just didn't like her anymore anyway. So I was like, all right, go to brunch. And then I was like, you were dancing with some guys. I just made it up, but I know she was doing it. So I wanted to get rid of her anyway. But the point is, these girls really do cheat. They swear they want to get married, and but they're whores, and they have too many friends and too many options with social media and friends. It's just a lot all over the place, and um, they're schneezy, conniving whores.
Yeah, I mean it's disgusting. Ever since like the sexual revolution in the 1970s, the quality of women and the amount of high quality non-primal women is just like down there. You know that term, right? High
Hmm.
quality non-primal.
No, I don't.
Okay, well, it's just like a way to describe like a woman who's not going to be, like a whore basically, and who's high quality as a female. But that's
What is that?
incredibly rare.
What's a woman that's not a whore?
Like non-primal.
But what's a woman that's not a whore? I never heard of that.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Good point.
Exists.
It pretty much doesn't exist. So that's
They
why.
make that. That
Yeah,
must be how they're coming out in America. They don't do that here.
yeah, not at all. But you know, that's why I'm so against all that. I think if you are, good enough in looks, you could just run through all these chicks and have a great life. And
Yeah.
people will treat you better. Like, lookism isn't exclusive to women. Like, men engage in lookism too. Like, if you look at the amount of people that are making higher wages just because of their looks, if you look at prison time just because of how attractive you are, people who are unattractive spend 40% more time incarcerated than people who aren't.
So now, as a young man, if you focus more of your time on looks instead of building Instagram, a career, and a personal brand, don't you think that will leave you in a place of time wasted opposed to all these things looks do for you, right? But what is that going to do for you, right? So, like, happiness is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. I don't believe in happiness,
Of
right? But
course not.
we want to be fulfilled and successful and an aggressive, creative, savage of a man, right? And if
Right.
we're not talking about caring about chicks, right? Because chicks don't matter. If everything you're doing is looks, even if it does increase your chance of not going to prison and get you a better job, I don't think it's actually going to fulfill your life any more than just women, opposed to building a more of a successful career and going after a career.
Right. I mean, but the thing is, they're like interlinked, sort of. Like people will take you more seriously if you're better
Either way,
looking.
right? They are interlinked, not to cut you off,
Hmm.
but focusing more on looks than career.
Well, I mean, I agree. I'm not saying like status is bullshit, but if you're like a 10 out of 10 male model, you could basically do nothing all day and upload videos of your face onto TikTok and Instagram Reels, and you're set for life. You know what I mean? That's what lookism is.
Is that
That's
what
what
you
it's.
want to do? You want to be a model?
No, I mean, I don't have the genetic predisposition for that.
You don't
Yeah.
think you're good looking enough?
No, I don't think so.
So I am gonna leave at 5:40. So the next video we do, you guys comment a lot. So I expect your subscribers to
Hmm.
say in the comments. We'll continue on this topic because we only went like 25 minutes. Um, I want you guys to give us a comment, a topic. I want to really engage with the subscribers and you guys that support us. So I want you to tell us exactly what you want us to talk about in the next video, whether it be we could be anything, fitness, diet, training, all the way to um fucking porno. I'm joking with the porn shit a lot, but it could be anything. If you should watch porn, no fat, dating, where to go on a first date, things that Braden might not answer with his facial reconstruction, ask me about dating and older age. And if my subscribers, you guys don't engage as much with me, but if you want to ask him as a young male, what it's like to have a 9-inch penis, anything you want, you can ask him, and then we'll talk about that. We could do the whole video about his penis if you want.
Whoa.
Um,
Let me just Let me just ask you about one more topic. What do you think about like looksmaxing, like facial plastic surgery, or like like all the soft maxes I do? What do you think about like trying to improve your looks through like surgery and those kind of means?
At the last few minutes, that's what it is. What I want to talk about. All the stuff that you do.
Yeah,
I
what do you
think
think of
shit
that?
that's I think your energy and time, because you're a really good looking guy, should be focused towards more. I want you to build a social media. I
Well,
want you to
that's what I kind of use
large. Yeah,
that
you want,
for
yeah, it
this.
did.
So it's like,
Um, but it's ending up working out for you, so I can't really say much. But I think surgery without money is a waste. Like if this was what you were spending, if you have 5 grand, you spent 5 grand on fixing your cheekbones, would be a waste. But if you're rich, like when I'm really rich, I mean, I'm obsessed with tattoos, so tattoo my whole body. I was gonna do my eye color when I broke up
based. Yeah, Stroma is legit, bro. With blue eyes, it would halo you heavy.
what's stromo.
Stroma is the eye lightening laser that you were talking about, that you told
Yeah,
me
so I
about.
was gonna do that. I probably still will do it when I become rich. I'm so like not into looks that much that I don't care. But like when I'm really just stupid rich, I'll probably just be like fuck it. I mean, um,
Yeah, but that's like super black pilled to get surgery to change your eye color. You know what I mean? Like I will
why?
definitely, well, to like change something like that is like that's like exactly what I'm talking about. How they matter, because I'm
What is
definitely
black pill? What does black pill mean?
black pill means like basically that it's over for you if you're not Chad or like good looking enough. I don't know if you've heard like some of this lingo, so I'll try and explain it.
You're black pill?
Yeah, yeah. Like I would say like it's over unless like I get enough like surgery to
So
ascend.
on the next video, you know, bro, we should do YouTube live at the same time we're doing this.
Right, right. Yeah, we'll
Next
do that next time.
next time we're gonna go over what is red pill and what is black pill
Yeah, I'll teach you the lingo, but I'm definitely gonna surgery max soon enough.
with your money.
Yeah, cause I've been
How much
saving.
you spend?
Um, shouldn't be more than 30,000.
You're a fucking psycho. Um, and what are you gonna get out of that opposed to putting 30 grand into your business?
Well, I mean,
A
if I'm
business.
good looking enough, I could be an influencer and literally just spam my face all
You don't think
day.
you can be an influencer right now just by being a fitness influencer, just shred it?
Well, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to influencer max right now. That's why I'm doing all these videos. But eventually, I want to get to the point where it's just like effortless. Like you're so good looking that you could just post like a picture of your face doing nothing and you make money from that. Because there are people like that, and I'm
Because of what? Because of engagement, so many likes?
just because of how good looking they are that people
Yeah, but
like.
what do people pay them for, right? You still have to monetize. So it's either likes, comments, social media monetization, like we talk about on YouTube, watch hours, subscribers, right? Instagram has its own algorithm, its own set of standards. And then there's also OnlyFans. There's turning it into coaching. There's so many different ways you can monetize. But I want you to be direct with how that is. Like, is it off engagement? Like how it would be
Yeah,
like
I'm gonna keep making these videos, but I would say that if I was more handsome, it would make these videos, be more viral because people would take what I'm saying more seriously. I'm talking about looks in all my videos, so if you have the looks to back up what you're talking about, people are gonna take you more
you're
seriously.
basically going to be like a looks max coach.
I suppose, yeah. I'm gonna keep making these videos.
That microphone, not to cut you off, is plugged into your computer.
Yes,
You record the audio separate,
I record all of it.
but you do separate audio and then take the OBS and connect the audio on a software.
No, it's together.
How do you do that? So I can hook this mic up.
Yeah, we'll talk about it, but just to wrap up what you're saying.
Yeah.
So I think we kind of, started to agree there at the end that they both matter and that you should work towards both of them because neither two camps are exclusive. I'm trying to look max while I'm trying to status max, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I'm doing the right thing. I'm doing both. But I just think that looks are a way to, improve your quality of life like crazy.
We're gonna cap it up and say I could plug this into my computer
Yeah, I'll show you
and
off
then
off call.
off call, yeah. And then when I connect it, I can send it to do I have to send none of the audio separate?
No, well, we'll
We'll
discuss
connect
that.
to the OBS.
Yeah. But do you have any final thoughts before I stop the recording?
Yeah, she's gonna cut that out. Don't worry.
Well,
And
I post raw videos, so
yeah, so whatever. This is good banter too, raw shit. We're gonna do a finish right now. So to recap that, we're gonna continue on this. I wanted to give them a short one as the first one. To recap,
sure,
that. So I want to say again, like, comment, follow, share, subscribe. Links will be in the description to both our Instagrams,
of course,
my website. Hit us up for fitness, looks max, or dating coaching. First date for dating coaching. DM me the words first date for dating. DM me the word shred for online fitness coaching. You could DM him for his looks maxing, whatever. And we want to wrap this up, and I want to ask you guys what you guys want to talk about on the next call. Again, I've just said it 3 or 4 times. That's all I ask. Like, comment, share, and give us a comment of what you want to hear next. We're going to already said what is red pill, what is black pill. We're going to go over 10 to 15 more minutes of if I think looks maxing is worth it and where I think he's making mistakes. We'll banter about that a little bit more with the red pill,
sure.
black pill. But I want you guys to give us a comment of what you want us to talk about. What are you struggling with in dating and looks? Where do you feel like you're wasting time? And we'll answer it for you. So to recap, yeah, what we talked about, I still think you're a little crazy, but it's all working out for you because you're getting this little audience and people are into what you're doing. And I guess it's that time, right? We live in technology and time, and the world is changing. 20 years ago, it probably wouldn't have worked, but I mean, this is a time where people are looking to change their quality of life in all ways. Um, but at the end of the day, for me, it's always going to be status. But if you can build status and looks in all in one, which it looks like you're on the way to do, um, you can do it. I just don't want you to become like this like straight male model thing. Because it's like a little, I don't want you to be like a male model.
Well, I mean, that's not something you do by choice. You know what I mean? You either have the genetics for that or you don't.
Yeah, I still want you to be like a Jack G bodybuilder that looks good, not like a male model, because that's kind of feminine.
No,
So
I
we
mean,
got
I started my pins 2 days ago, so we're gonna get back up there.
Yeah, we could also talk about cycles and stuff like that too. If you guys want to know about cycles, I've been doing it my whole life, and I don't like to talk about it too much. So, but we'll talk about that as well. If you want to talk about TRT, testosterone, the best way you
That's what
think.
I'm on. I'm on 350 test right now.
We want to talk about cycling, guys in the comments. Let us know what you're taking currently, what you think you should be taking. If my fucking YouTube starts to blow up because I start talking about fucking cycles, I'll be so pissed that I didn't do this 20 years ago.
Dude,
Uh,
we should do a roid podcast. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
I wouldn't want to go too crazy with it because of the persona I already have is kind of professional. I went so long with, well, it's not really professional, but so long with just like fitness and shit like that. And then like I was like always like I'm not gonna need to do this to blow up. But if fuck, I just have a feeling when we start talking about it, it's gonna fucking
It
because
will
people
blow up.
love that,
You know what I
love
mean?
that shit. We should probably use like testosterone in the keyword and shit. Whatever. Um, but yeah, man, we'll pick up on this. They'll probably like it better with these videos not being too long.
Right.
Um,
So, you wanna you wanna
yeah, we're
end
gonna
it
cut.
there?
Yeah. So guys, like, comment, share, subscribe. Fucking let us know what you want us to talk about in the next one. How do when I get off with you? How do I end this OBS shit?
I'll show you. I'm gonna stop the recording. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe.
Guys, see